Hey everyone, this is Matt from Fidgets and Widgets. Thanks for checking in. Today we're going to take a look at Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty. We have been collecting this for about, oh boy, I'm getting old here, but probably 6 years now, 5 years now. It is a terrific fidgeter's dream. It was probably one of the first fidget things that I started collecting with my daughters. It is made by Crazy Aaron Enterprises. The website is puttyworld.com. In terms of the general cost of the tins, a 4-inch tin like this can run anywhere from $10 to $15 depending on the color. The 3-inch tin, which is this, generally runs $10 on average. Then you can get a 2-inch tin that come out in little holidays and things of that nature, and these generally run about $3. So we've got 10 to 15, 10, and 3. This is an older one, which is actually, it says 2.1 ounce. I bet those were probably $10 back in the day, but I don't honestly recall. What is the material? Let's open one up and take a look. This is the Thinking Putty Creatures. This is an old edition. It came with a couple of eyes that you could put in it to make it into your own little creature. You can tell I haven't pulled this one out in a while, but let's take a look. Ooh, that's a doozy. There we go. That's the one thing I will say about this is if you store the stuff, always store it horizontally like this. Otherwise, it will collect on the side and the tin becomes hard to open. So always store them horizontally. In terms of, again, materials, we're looking at basically a silicone with added pigments. It's certified compliant with ASTM F963, EU standards EN71, parts 1, 2, and 3, which really cover toy testing and toy safety. It's CPSIA-compliant with all regulations. Some of the other items with it material-wise is it contains no latex, gluten, wheat compounds, or I'm going to mispronounce this, but phthalates. Boy, I'm not a chemist, but it's safe for use by people with sensitivity to wheat or latex. It will not dry out. Keep it closed in its container when you're not using it. The reason for that is to protect it from dirt, dust, hair. There's a variety of textures. Some are very firm. This one I'm going to say is probably a firm. Some that are very soft and some that are in between. But basically you can make a creature in this particular case and then stick the eyes in it. Anyway, this is the creature version of the putty that is no longer available, but you might be able to find them on eBay or Amazon if you're looking. This is some of the old, I guess what do you want to call it, advertising that he put on the sides of the cans, but it's kind of neat. Looking at the weights, even though this is a 4-ounce tin, it only comes with 3.2 ounces of putty. One thing I would like to have seen, believe it or not, is about a 4 or 5 ounce tin on average, because I'm a big guy with some big stubby hands, and I would love to have a little more of this as a handful. Let's get this out of here. Yeah. Oh yeah, the coin. Gotta have the coin. In this particular case, this putty, again, it's a 4-ounce tin, they call it. It's got 3.2 ounces. Here is a 3-ounce tin. It has 1.6 ounces of putty, and this is a 2-inch tin which has 0.47 ounces of putty. And if you do it in reverse, the 3.2 ounce, again, 4-inch tin. The 1.6 ounce of putty is in a 3-inch tin, and the 0.47 ounce is in a 2-inch tin. Again, our first video is going to be on the review of the different variants of Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty. I'll get into what I think about it, and we'll go from there. First, we saw the creatures. That was one variant that came out. Currently, Crazy Aaron has been putting coins in some of the putties. Let's see, we'll put that in there. This is kind of cool because the coin actually has some weight to it. It's certainly a metal substance. I don't know if it's aluminum, which may be what it looks like, but I'm glad it's not plastic. It just gives it a little bit higher end thing and something for people to collect, which Crazy Aaron has gotten great at. This one is the St. Patty's Surprise Special Edition. And as you can see, this one, in terms of texture, I'm going to say is probably soft, maybe in between, but this is really a softer one. But as you can tell, this one has coins in it. When I'm putting it back in the tin, I tend to dough like that. Again, so that when it settles, it'll settle flat. And again, when you're storing this stuff, store it like that where it's horizontal. Trust me, you'll be happier in the long run. Let's do this one. This one is a series that's come out called Precious Gems. This one here is Persian Emerald. Again, you can see if you store it the way it's supposed to, it doesn't make the tin hard to open because it doesn't collect along the sides. This one looks like a green with sparkles in it. Again, for me, it's not enough putty. It's, you know, I know you got to make stuff for everybody, I guess, and in terms of quantity. And but if I had my druthers, I'd probably pick a 5-ounce putty as my favorite, because really 2 of these big tins together would be perfect. Or even what's this one? 1.6. Well, 2 of these equals 1 of those. So anyway, in this particular case, that's a shimmering green. Some things I do is if I see that some of the putty is collected on the side, I will go like this and try to pick it up. And the reason I do that is over time, you know, you can lose a little here, lose a little there. And I just try to make sure I get it all. And again, when I get back in here, place it in, put it down, and you are good to go. That is the Precious Gems version. Another one is occasionally they come out with special edition holidays or mini tins. These are the 0.47 ounce. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not a big fan of these because it's just not enough putty. But again, sometimes the colors are different than you get in any other one. So again, as a fanatic, I'm going to get it. One thing that he started doing is putting these little covers over the putty, which I appreciate because, again, what that does is keep it from getting collected on the side of the tin, which if you order from the website, you want to make sure that it's not all over the place. Some I've gotten, and I had to spend 10 minutes getting all of the putty off the sides to get it. Now this is a hypercolor one, so it changes as you mess with it. This version is, let's see here, Easter Bloom. Again, as you can tell in my hands, this is just like a pinch. I'd prefer like a real handful, but actually that kind of looks like gum or taffy, doesn't it? In terms of texture, this one happens to be, I'm going to go on the soft side. But again, when we're done, we're going to put it back in there. And then we're going to put that little cover back over it, which I do like. And then put that on top. And there we go with the Easter. Let's go on to the next one. This is an older one with the older logo. This one is Santa's suit. And again, look at how it's stored, so you don't have any that come out. Again, you only get that if you store it horizontally. One thing that I did notice, one of my tins, once upon a time, I took out, and there were crystals that had formed in here on it. And I went ahead and threw it out thinking that it was, you know, yucky. But I sent a note off to Crazy Aaron Enterprises, and behold, I found out that the crystallization wasn't anything to really be concerned about. That in fact, if you played with it, it would go back in and go back to its original, you know, shape and material. And so I had to go out and rebuy that one. But so just because you see crystals setting on it doesn't mean that it's been infected with bacteria. You know, wash your hands, you know, play with it, and then put it back. This one is hard, but again, you can see the variations of red that come through, but I think you guys would like this one as well. This one we'll put again back in. I try to get it under just the lip so that we do that. And again, this will be Santa's suit. The next one up we're going to take a look at is Mystic Glacier Phantoms. Now some of these, which is kind of cool, he includes like a little light. I think this is a UV light, and you can literally write in the putty. Again, I appreciate the fact that it's got this little plastic cover on the inside, even though of course you can see it's taken me some time to get it off, but I do like it because it keeps this stuff from getting all over the place. Okay, let's take a look here. Awesome. Now again, I'm going to try to get that picked up. Don't want to waste it. One thing is, even though I collect the stuff, I play with it. I do not keep it I don't keep the outer packaging. You know, I'm not that much of a freak about it, but I'm sure some do, and God bless them. I just like seeing what the stuff is and messing with it. This is a soft version. That's not real hard to apply. Very, is the term malleable? I think appropriate. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in the light to do this, but yeah, there we go. Look at that. You can write in it. That's so cool. And it changes the color as you write in it. I don't know if you can see that there, but again, just another little knick-knack that makes the putty, each putty different. And that's partly the interest level in collecting these things. And it's got some sparkles in this one. So then what I do is, again, I'll put this cover back on, push it down so that it's under the rim. Then I'll put this back in and put that there. And there we have it. And this is the Mystic Glacier version. A couple of new ones that came out recently. These will be the last two we look at before I get into my commentary. But the first one is the Milky Way. This is the Cosmic line. It just came out recently. Again, this one's got a light with it, with a little pouch that says it's a glow charger. Let's get this out of here. Oh, that's a soft one. So that'll qualify as soft. Okay, let's mold and apply that. Ooh, tore it. Tore it. Okay, perfect. Okay. I don't know if this light does anything with it. Oh, would you look at that? it lights up the specs. Oh, cool. Now, in the dark, this would be even more awesome than it is. Plus, you get the crazy Aaron head light. And oh, that is awesome. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm amazed by it. This is my favorite stuff. Oh, yes. Gotta love that. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to put that one back down. Again, we spread it under the rim. I'll always put this back in the pouch. Put that in there. Light that up. And that is the Crazy Aaron's Milky Way Cosmic version. This is the new line that came out. Another one that was recent was Liberty Bell. Let's take a look at this. This is a standard putty. I don't think there was anything special that came with it. It's just the... Oh, that's not the case. Look what we have here. We have the Crazy Aaron Liberty Bell coin. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let Creative Freedom Ring. Summer 2017. Made in the US of A. Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty. And there is Crazy Aaron with his own coin. God, that's got to be cool to have your own stuff and your face all over the place. That's great. In this case, this is probably a soft one as well. I love that copper color. That is just gorgeous. Hence the color of the Liberty Bell. Wonderful. We're going to put that one back in there. Put that away. That gives you a look at what the putties are. What we're going to do now is I'm going to give you some comments while I mess with a few. Let me go back to the St. Patty's one. Just to give you a little history of the particular putties that came out. If you remember Silly Putty, which was the original flesh-colored putty, that was created back, I think, mass-produced in '57. It came in a small red oval egg-shaped container, and I used it like many others did to transfer images over, such as newspaper comics. You could just basically go like this on the newspaper print, come up, and then the image would show on the putty. It was a lot of fun back in the 70s when I was a kid and used it. I can't even remember how many of those I had. But I think in this case, Crazy Aaron, back in 1998, figured, hey, it was time to modernize it. And with that thought, he created his business, which is, just terrific. He taught himself chemistry. He learned about physics, did a lot of experiments until he created his first batch. He was looking for a special desk toy to keep him focused on his website design job. And as I understand it, it was so popular among his co-workers that he was actually selling it to them out from under his desk at work when he first started. I certainly would love to have a sample of that. Generally speaking, let's talk about the number of colors. There are generally at any one time about 50 that I've seen that are in rotation, or at least out there today, through independent toy stores, specialty stores online, or the Crazy Aaron website, puttyworld.com. If you go to the website, there are some web exclusives where they're not available anywhere else. If you want to get the older colors, then what you're going to do in that case is hit eBay or Amazon.com. The most current line, which again I said was this Cosmics line, is not on the website yet, but will be soon. Some 4-inch tins, again, come with the coins, come with magnets. In fact, I didn't pull one with the magnet. But there is a version called Magnetics that comes with a little magnetic block in it. And those are cool as well, because the putty will actually, over time, move and go over the magnet. Some have UV lights on them. It all depends on the theme and The variation is unlimited. You can shop on his website by effect, by the color, by the texture, if it's a special collection, if it's a web exclusive, and he's got a couple of, I believe, do-it-yourself kits where you can add colors to the putty and make your own. One thing I will say as a collector that's a little frustrating is that no one knows for sure how many different colors exist. Our family, we currently have about 140. Again, that's 140 different colors. I'll do a second review that will show all of the tins in the collection. It'll be a walking review, and that'll be posted very close to this one on the YouTube channel. He's got so many varieties in the 4, 3, and 2-inch line. Crazy Aaron Enterprises also went ahead and created some for a online store called ThinkGeek. With those versions, we were able to track down some of them, but not all of them. There may be other ones that we're not even familiar with. It's just amazing how many have been created since, I'm going to say, even 2010. And we will continue to ask Crazy Aaron for a list of those putty colors by year, so that we know whether we have them all, don't have them all. And unless the list is created, we're never going to know for sure. So I'm not going to tell you to call your congressman, but I am going to tell you to call Crazy Aaron and demand that list. We need that list. This stuff, for kids, it's a fidget dream. Keeps them busy. For adults, it's great because it's a fidget relief and a stress reliever. It's made in the USA. He also uses special needs employees to pack the product, which is a great gesture. Is there a downside? It's only that it can be sticky, and it's difficult to remove from hair and fabrics. And you can try cleaning it using 99% isopropyl alcohol, but it is a little difficult to get out, but you can do it. I'm gonna, at the end here, this will be the part of the next video. This shows you our spreadsheet here, and I'll try to make sure we get this up here. All of the colors that we have are right here, and let me see if I can get those going. The ones that we're missing are these. In terms of the Smart Mass line, we have these, we don't have these, but I do want to make a note. We're not sure that in terms of this needs section that this is accurate. Some may have been released, some may not have been. We saw some on the web. Some could have been photoshopped. They may not even have been released. Some could have been. So this take is a grain of salt here and a grain of salt here. But if we look at the totals here, we have 132 of the regular, 7 of the Smart Mass versions here, 1 of the samples, which they sent me of Sugar Plum, and once mixed by me kit. So I tallied it to 141. But you can see that there's a variety of everything, and I did only list the 2-inch tins up here with the 2-inch in front of it. The rest of these are either 3 or 4s. The sample, the Sugar Plum, and the mixed by me kit. And then again, if we look over here on this side, we got the wants that we're missing. Warm Hunting is currently shown. I believe that kind of gets us up to speed of everything that we've got. That's it for Crazy Aaron. I'll tell you this, it's a terrific product. One that we've enjoyed for a decade, and even with Silly Putty decades before that. So do yourself a favor, catch the bug, go out and get any of these that you can. Please tune in to my collection video, and you will see this and more as we go for the world's biggest putty collection. This is Matt from Fidgets and Widgets, and I know this has been a long review, but I thought well worth it. Thanks for checking in. Bye now.